Hey guys, how you doing? This is Guan 007, also known as Desert Punk Jr. If you're ever playing Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn on the Marlboro server. How are you guys doing today? Right now, I want to talk about a game that I've been playing for quite some time. It's called TouKiden Kiwami, and it is, I believe, an upgrade from TouKiden Age of Demons that was originally on PSP and Vita. I believe you can play PSP games on your Vita once you download them. But it was an amazing game then, and I always wondered when it was going to come out for the bigger consoles, and my prayers were answered, obviously. I am a Monster Hunter fan. I love Monster Hunter. It is one of the only franchises or any game or of the games that I would go out and buy a console for or do whatever I can to continue playing Monster Hunter. I've even got it on my laptop right now. So I'm playing Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on my laptop and I love it. But since Capcom likes being complete douches to Sony and Microsoft, well, mostly Sony right now, I cannot play a legal copy of Monster Hunter. So, in pops in TouKiden. TouKiden is a Monster Hunter-esque game, and that's kind of where the comparison, well, let's just say there are some comparisons, but not all. In Monster Hunter, you're hunting monsters, and you're chopping parts, and you're using them for armor, and you're taking quests from the village head until you officially finish the in-game story's main boss. And sometimes you find out there's another boss behind it, or there's another boss behind it. And you literally stack up as much money as possible to do these things. Well, that's kind of where the comparison ends with Monster Hunter and TouKiden. In TouKiden, there's actually a story. And for whatever reason, this story is really damn good. You start off as a person who comes to this organization called the Slayers. The Slayers are people who have dedicated their lives to slaying Onis. Onis are, of course, demons. Your demon slaying ability that you have is unique to other Slayers, as you are able to absorb friendly spirits, which are called Matamas. I'm probably butchering that. And these other Matamas are heroes of old in the Japanese heroic warring. Actually, now that I think about it, a lot of it is just all Japanese heroes, I believe. It's not even from the warring states. I think they're spread out all through the eras of the Heishin era and so forth. But you go, you collect these spirits, and I'll touch on the Matama a little bit later. You go, you collect these spirits, you find out you have these special powers, and you go out and you pretty much try to eradicate every Oni to protect the village that you're in. So, what TouKiden does that Monster Hunter doesn't is give you an actual purpose to go out and fight. TouKiden gives you choices of, I believe, anywhere from 8 to 10 weapons. And all of the weapons can be upgraded, of course, from parts, or excuse me, can be made from parts of demons. I was going to say monster, of demons that you slay, things that you pick up in the world, and once you go out and explore the certain areas or the world that you're in. The thing that gets me is you're able to upgrade your weapons when your weapons actually hit an XP bar. So instead of your actual character getting stronger by um, simply tossing in extra monster parts for your weapons or armor, there actually is an XP bar for your weapons and your armor. Not only that, there are XP bars for your matamas as well. Now, I wouldn't be a Monster Hunter fan without talking about the cats that are in Monster Hunter. Now, instead of cats in Monster Hunter, there are these little two-tailed foxes that if they get angry, they can get real big, and you actually have to hunt some of them in TouKiden Kiwami. But these guys are infinitely more useful than the cats. The cats usually cook you food and sometimes will go out in a battle with you. In TouKiden, the two-tailed fox can be sent on quests to go gather other materials that you might need, special rare materials that you might need later on to make other gear or other weapons that you might want. Which is awesome. I actually like that there's more use of the sidekicks than just having them stay at home and do whatever or come out with you in a battle, which not to disrespect anybody who likes Monster Hunter, but I found the cats kind of useless in combat. I just did. Now, with cats, of course, you can customize them, feed them dumplings, keep their mood up. You know, you're taking care of your pet because he's your pet. He's your loyal companion. He's basically your dog. Your dog goes out and comes back with stuff. I like the fact that there are two-tailed foxes because that is part of the spiritual pantheon of Japan. Now, moving on to combat. Combat is fast, fluid, and the only thing that I don't like about the combat in TouKiden is I can see a monster, or excuse me, a Oni's life, but it's not in my face. I have to actually initiate a devil mode to actually see the life. So therefore, I don't usually initiate that mode. I can tell when a part or a piece of a monster is about to break off simply because of the amount of blood that is splattering off from it. And as you're seeing in the video, the combat is great. It's fast. Like I said, there is a sense of purpose. You're breaking pieces off to weaken the monster, not only just to collect it. And it is, like I said, it's something to be enjoyed if you can go and get it from a download store or go pick it up at a one of the gaming retailers, EB Games or GameStops or whatever you got, a mom and pop store. But you're not always hunting alone. In fact, in TouKiden, another thing that it differs from Monster Hunter, you always can take an NPC to help you out, and these NPCs, these people are far more. And when I mean far more, I mean far more important to have on the field than you think. Some NPCs can heal, some NPCs use certain tactics, some NPCs use support. A lot of these guys can be heavy hitters if need be. Oh, it is, like I said, and not only that, but you can also command them at some point, to aid, to attack, to just do what they do with free will. It's awesome. Seriously, to me, it feels like they mixed Dynasty Tactics, or basically they mixed Kessen, which is part of the Koei series, and just put it with this game where, like I said, you could control the people that you are dealing with. Not truly control them, but you control their actions at some point, which is good. The matamas that you have, these spirits, you can insert them into your weapons, and they actually act as your powers. So unlike in Monster Hunter, where you would have potions and different things to strengthen you, the matamas are in place of that. And they actually have tactics that you can use. Defense, attack, healing, support, deceit, speed, spirit. It's just a lot to choose from. But not only that, some matamas actually know each other, and if you can use a combination of a set matama, if you know some Japanese history, you would know some of these matamas would know each other. And if you stick them next to each other or put them together, you can actually unleash combos which help out your playstyle. So this isn't just a simple hack and slash game. There's actually a lot of thought put into this. And I would like to say I thank Koei for bringing this game to the consoles, because this game was much needed. Like I said, it's not a hack and slash game. It is by far a great game, and I think more people should play it, not just on the PSP or Vita. I think people should literally go out and take a look at this game. If you like, in the beginning, if you like hack and slashes, you're going to have fun with this, but later on, you're going to get better at the game. You're going to see certain things that you don't see in other games. Like, it's basically skill based. In the beginning, it's a tutorial. You're going to get to know everything and whatnot. There's nothing that's held out except for the combinations of matama, which there are going to be a couple of FAQs out there that's going to help you out. But in the beginning, you're not going to need that. You're just going to need to assess what you want and how your playstyle is going to be with using the different weapons that you can. So, in the end, I say that this game is worth a buy, worth a pickup, or worth a rent. So, I would say check it out. If it's not your cup of tea, and I understand these games aren't always everyone's cup of tea, so I'm not telling you, hey, it doesn't matter, blah, 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 not a real gamer. No, what I'm saying is check it out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, take it back, like I said. But for people who like both Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Kessen, any of the strategy series, the tactics series that was put out by Koei, or anyone who likes Monster Hunter in general, you're going to want to check out this game. Anyway, this is Guan Yu 007 signing out. Take it easy.